Hi, everyone. In a minute, I'm going to be interviewing Todd Rowe, who is here with me today. He's the founder of Bitx Funding. Bitx Funding is an online marketplace for small business loans and business insurance. Bitx is where leaders compete for your business. Even before COVID-19 or the coronavirus pandemic hit us, I knew Todd. He's a seasoned lending professional and always my go-to guy for some of my small clients who need to get access to working capital, whether it's to grow their business or a challenge that they come across where they need capital, funding quickly. Todd has always been there for my clients. So thank you, Todd, and welcome.
Thank you, Amy.
Yeah. So my goal of this interview is to just shed some light on the new government funding options for small business owners such as ourselves during these times.
Yeah.
So we can get into it, Todd. Why don't you start by telling us a little bit more about your business, because I'm sure I didn't do it 100% justice.
Yeah,
so
no,
these are more about your business.
Thank you, Amy. I appreciate the introduction. It was the perfect introduction. So, but these are some crazy times, and yeah. So Bitx Funding, again, we're a marketplace. So being a marketplace, we have all kinds of options for you, everywhere from SBA loans to different type of term loans, lines of credit, startup loans, really big in equipment financing. So our customers are coming to us for an alternative to get access to cash, to capital. We're kind of like getting into somewhat of a liquidity crunch right now. Small business owners up and down Main Street, a month ago, everything was fine. The cash was coming in, their customers were visiting them, and then within weeks, it all came to a halt. Yeah. So I'm here today to kind of speak to your audience about the new CARES Act and what the Treasury, the federal government and banks and alternative fintech lenders are trying to do to help the small business owner get that liquidity and get their employees back to work, which is critical.
So I've heard of two different kinds of opportunities, grants, loans. So why don't we talk about the first one, right, which is it's a disaster relief, and I might sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't really, because I've heard you talk about it a few times, but it's the disaster relief program available to small businesses, and it's referred to as EIDL. Yeah,
and you may even hear the term EIDL, because people are trying to put the acronym together somehow, but it's the initials EIDL or EIDL. And it's run by the SBA. This was the first program that was released by Congress and Senate and the President to get money into the marketplace. And so it was put together by the SBA and run by the SBA. So the first part of it comes with a $10,000 advance grant. Or advance, that could be a grant, or it could convert into a note if you do continue down the process and take out a loan with the SBA. So everyone is encouraged to go out to the SBA's website and, with the COVID-19 and look for the guidance. And in there, you will find an application. It's 5 parts, very simple, take you 15 minutes to do. Small, sole proprietors, 1099s, companies, all welcome to apply, even non-for-profits. So once you're done with the 5-part application, you should get a number and hold on to that number, because that's your receipt. And that puts you into position for the $10,000 grant. They're trying to get that money out ASAP. I did mine on Monday. Friday, still no money, so cross your fingers. Let's see if it arrives.
So they a direct deposit it?
That's right. At the end of the application, there will be an area for routing and transferring account numbers for your business checking account. So make sure you're on the right website. Make sure you're on the SBA's website.
I'm going to link, wherever this video is posted, I'm going to link the proper links for easy access for people so that they do go to the right place.
That's right.
So it's a I'm sorry.
Five-part application, you know, a little bit about you, a little bit about the business, et cetera.
And you don't have to pay it back?
No, the $10,000 will just convert right into a grant. Now, if you go to the next level with the SBA, you kind of get up to $25,000 unsecured, or you can go even further, I think out to like $10 million, then you have to secure it. Now you have to secure it with an asset, like real estate, inventory, or pledge something.
Okay.
So, you know, think about your annual revenue. Let's say you're $1 million business. I would reach out and see if you can get a $100,000 working capital loan. And so that's EIDL, that's EIDL. It's two parts. First is an advance to get people liquidity, get money into their checking account so they can pay rent, pay bills, pay employees. You know, or actually no, you don't want to use it for payroll, because I'm going to talk about another loan that they're really not supposed to mix the two, but just use it for working capital.
Now, does your credit rating play into this at all?
Yes, on the EIDL SBA portion, they will take credit into consideration. They want to know at the end of the day, will you pay me back? So a little word of advice to the small business owner: if your credit's broken and you need credit repair, that's where we can come in and help you. So credit going into the future, managing your personal credit is critical. So that way, when you need to get access to funds, you're in good shape.
Perfect. That was great advice. Thank you. So the PPP loan, which is the Payroll Protection Program loan.
That's right.
But now, how is that different?
So that's hot off the press. On Friday, the prior week, the Trump announced the PPP program, and there's been a mad scramble ever since they signed it into law for the banks, fintechs are like online lenders and such, credit unions are all in a mad dash to be ready to have the funds available. So really, if you have a bank relationship with your bank, you need to call your business banker immediately and understand when they're going to open up the window for you to apply. So the PPP is there for the business owner to get funding for payroll. The government wants employees on payroll ASAP. Even if they're sitting on the couch, they need to get back on payroll, and they are there to provide the liquidity to you, Mr. Business Owner, to support your payroll.
Okay. Is that a 5-part application process? Like, what does that process look like? Is it tedious?
That process is with your, again, you want to start with your bank, you know, and what the bank are looking to do is review your payroll. So you also want to get with your payroll company. If you're with ADP, Paychecks, or a smaller local company, you need to get with them and get all your payroll reports from 2019. And also I would have your first quarter 2020 available. So what they're looking to do is add up a 12-month look back period, and then divide it by 12 to get your average payroll. Once they know what your average payroll is, then they're going to ask you to multiply it by 2.5, and that's your loan. So that's what, once you're approved, they're supposedly within 3 days supposed to wire that money into your checking account. So really, we're not looking at financials like P&Ls and balance sheets and what a standard loan would look like. We're really evaluating your payroll, your utility bills, your rent. That's what they're really concerned about. So there is some fraud protection that they're trying to put into place, which will slow down the process a little bit. But they want to make sure that you are who you are. This is your payroll. And that with multiple businesses, there's going to be a test. So if you have 20% ownership in multiple businesses, you're only allowed to apply for one of those businesses. So there's going to be some complexity to this. So you want to get with your CPA, you want to get with your bank, and you want to get with your payroll company to understand all the little fine details.
Yeah, that's good to know. So myself, right, I am a sole proprietor, independent contractor. So I heard that I can apply for this after April 10th. Is that accurate?
That's accurate. So the first wave is for W-2s only. And the second wave will be for the 1099s and sole proprietors.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And did we talk about the credit rating? Do they look at that as well?
No credit rating. You can literally have a 500 FICO, but they realize this. You know, you could be an entrepreneur running restaurants, and your credit gets really banged up. They know it, and so they're really not worried about the credit so much. It's just who are you? How many business is this your business? How good is your payroll? Your rent, your utilities, and let's get you the money so you can then put it back into payroll. Now, there will be a test down the road to see, did you disperse 75% of it for payroll purposes? So they'll give you the money now, but you have to use 75% of it for payroll. Now, when it was first enrolled or first announced, everyone thought it'd be 100% of your payroll, but it's not. It's turning out to be your net payroll is what they're going to forgive. So they're really not going to take care of you on the employer's taxes, the employee's taxes, or your benefits. So just keep word of advice. It's only going to be the net pay that they're going to waive. So it's a great program that they're going to pay for your net payroll and get people back to work and make businesses liquid. Because you want to think about this, and the fall, who's going to be standing and who's going to be alive, and you really want to hold on to your employees and keep them working, because that's critical to your success. So just to be clear, I've lost my train of thought, but go on.
So what is the best piece of advice that you could give small business owners watching this video right now?
The best piece of advice is to again, take advantage of the PPP program, get with your CPA, get with your banker, get with your payroll company, get all your information together and apply quickly, because it's going to be a first in, first out type of program, because there's only so much money. So those that wait and don't take action will probably realize that there's no money left, and now Congress and Senate have to go back out and put more money into the program. And I think they will, because they know that if we don't prop up the small business community, that we may have a bigger problem down the road.
Right. So Todd, do you want to share your website and contact information with viewers should they need your help or have more questions and want to reach out, or maybe they want a traditional loan?
Yeah, so Bitx Funding, we're here to provide other alternative sources of funding, because you can go after the EIDL, but that's going to take time. So if you need gap funding, that's what we can do for you. You know, so Bitx Funding, www.bitxfunding.com, and you can reach me at 203-763-1430.
Excellent. So total transparency, Todd is one of Infinite Web Design's success stories. And we helped Todd establish his brand and his website when he first opened. How many years ago, Todd, now?
Probably 7 years ago.
Yeah. So it's always a pleasure working with Todd and watching him grow. And he's an incredible resource to the community, very involved. So Todd, thank you for your time and knowledge that you shared with us today. As always, I learned so much when I talk to you, which is why I thought about doing this interview. So, and to our viewers, please like this video, leave a comment below, letting us know your biggest takeaway. Feel free to share this. I encourage you to share this on your social channels so that we can spread the word and just help as many small business owners as possible, because they all need our help right now. So, you know, support local. So thanks for watching. I'm Amy Delarty, founder of Infinite Web Designs. We help small businesses achieve higher revenue with our website and marketing solutions. So I wish everyone strength and perseverance as they go through these times. Stay well, be kind. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy.
Yeah, you're welcome, Todd.